Hi, this is Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome to Twin Tuesday. I want to share a conversation that I had with a woman who called me a few weeks ago for a consultation because I think the story has a lot of ramifications for all of us who are raising twins. She was explaining that one of her twins, a 7-year-old fraternal twin girl, was very defiant, very rebellious, very outspoken, and very quick to react when things were not going her way. So I asked mom to recount for me her birth story and some early childhood information about this particular daughter. And she launched into a very emotional account of how this infant daughter was impossible to soothe. She yelled, she screamed, she cried for hours. And mom, at this point, being a new mom with no other children, was absolutely beside herself. There was no family around. Her husband tried to help her, but he was at work most of the time. And she felt so powerless and so helpless and so unable to feel like a masterful, loving mom with this daughter because they had had such a tumultuous time trying to bond while this child was so upset and screaming. So, fast forward to the present, and mom was talking about how when she tries to discipline this little girl, that she's unable to find a way to be present, to listen to her, to be available. And when I was able to tie in for her that her early mothering experiences with this child were so traumatic that she was sort of reactivated and triggered by all these old feelings every time there was sort of a negative interaction with this child. And that made it impossible for her to be empathic and to listen. For example, if something were to go wrong, mother would send her to her room, sort of discipline her for the actual behavior, but not really talk about the feelings underneath the behavior. And the little girl felt really guilty. The mom felt really guilty. And there was just a big disconnect between their capacity to understand each other and for both of them to take responsibility for their very sort of overreactive sort of feelings about something that could have been handled with a lot more calm and a lot more understanding. This is a very familiar story. It's not just with moms of twins, but singletons too, because there's a lot that goes on between, responding with your child, your personality fit, and the maternal paternal bonding that goes on. But it's much more exaggerated with twins because there's another one over there who might not be reacting and behaving in a bad way. And so you tend to sort of put all the negative feelings into one twin and keep the other twin in a more positive, loving situation. And over time, this can create a whole lot of psychological problems for the twins. It becomes sort of a good bad dichotomy, which is sort of unhealthy for everyone. It's easy to find some help with this if you can look for a seasoned, experienced child psychotherapist. You can talk to her or him and understand how the past behavior is influencing the present circumstances and try to have some remedies and solutions so that everyone can feel a little bit better. So thank you. Have a good week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.